beat me in the comments, Pickle is stronger than Yuichiro. Two literal monsters, a giant humanoid who lived in the Jurassic era and hunted dinosaurs, against another giant humanoid who lived around 20 years ago and was strong enough to defeat 2000 soldiers using one technique. Pickle against Yuichiro Hanma, a dude who made Yujiro use Aiki to get out from a strength duel with him against a dude who gave birth to Yujiro, even though they have no chance to face each other in a battle because Yuichiro is already dead. I want to compare them in their fighting capabilities, aka fighting stats: strength, speed, stamina, technique and battle IQ. As for me, these 5 are the most important characteristics of a fighter. I'll take numbers from 0 to 100, where 5 is an ordinary human, from 10 to 15 a top sportsman, and 100 is a god. What do we know about Yuichiro's strength? Yuichiro is so strong that he was the only man before Yujiro to take on the full military might of the US with only his bare hands and win. Yuichiro killed the Major General James on board the Iowa battleship, throwing him with such immense power that his corpse pierced through the wood of the ship. The true depths of Yuichiro's strength are still unknown, but those who come across him suggest he is inhumanly strong. Because he is Hanma and the one who scared Yujiro, I'll give him 90 strength. At the same time, Pickle showed a lot of strength feats, being capable of withstanding a strength test with Yujiro Hanma himself, resisting a charge from Kaoru Hanayama, sending BAKI Hanma flying through the Korakuen arena with a single kick, chopping a leg from Kaio Retsu after beating him, defeating Jack Hanma 2 times with only a few punches and breaking all of his teeth including his jaw too, jumping from wall to wall at imperceivable speeds in the same fight, and pulling a giant crocodile the size of a small dinosaur through a sewer tunnel, despite it supposedly not being big enough to contain a said crocodile, which would require the strength of a bulldozer. Also, he was strong enough to fight and defeat a T-Rex. I'll give this guy 100 in strength. I don't care that he lost a strength battle to Pickle, I can't believe that. I'm sure that it was Baki's plot armor that saved him. So I'll give Pickle 100 in strength. Yuichiro does not show any speed feats, in most cases he is just standing still, but the fact that during World War II he solo defeated the USA Army on an island in the Okinawa territory does not let me give him less than 17 speed. With all the respect, I'll give him even 80 speed. Pickle also does not show any high speed feats, only his jumping from wall to wall, but it is enough for me to also give him around 80 speed. I think it will be fine. Yuichiro survived and was fine on the island, receiving heavy naval and aerial bombardment at the same time, managing to kill US soldiers. But when Doppo Orochi starts to fight him, he ends up possibly breaking Yuichiro's jaw. It could mean Yuichiro simply let Doppo attack him as a way of testing Doppo's strength, given his glib and carefree behavior towards the latter before and after the fact. However, since it's hard to assess how strong Doppo was at this stage, it's possibly Yuichiro is less durable than his son Yujiro. I don't know why this shit with the broken jaw even happened in the plot. I'll give him 85 in stamina. Pickle has enormous raw endurance, which is above everyone except Yujiro, whose strongest body part is his neck. Because he used to walk on four legs, Pickle's neck has developed to be incredibly strong, which makes it extremely hard for him to have a concussion in his brain. Kairetsu attacked the back of his head with all his strength, and it didn't even phase him. And later, when mindlessly assaulting him, Pickle took all his blows without so much as dodging or even trying to protect himself, and remained completely unharmed. Hanma punched his chin with all his power, and while it was strong enough to send Pickle, who weighed about 200 kilos, flying through the air, it still didn't even damage him. He also endured Katsumi Orochi's attacks, including the hitless blow, without even bleeding. Pickle even withstood multiple slashes from Musashi Miyamoto, with just a few light cuts as a result. Even on spots such as the knees and elbows, which are some of the weakest parts of the human body, he did not take any serious injury. I feel like it is a solid 100. Yuichiro is only known to use one technique to defeat 2000 US soldiers on the battleship Iowa. Many of the soldiers call this technique dress. The user uses his opponent as a human weapon like a nunchaku, surrounding himself in a spiritual image that looks like a dress. The power behind his throws is powerful enough that he is able to kill just about anyone he hits instantly. Even though he was not shown to use any other techniques, I believe he has some in his arsenal. I would say it is a solid 70 in technique. Pickle's biggest weakness is his sheer lack of technical skill. Experienced martial artists, even those who are physically inferior to him in almost every regard, have still managed to give Pickle quite a hard time due to this flaw. He was seen to use Aiki a few times, but he is still punching and biting most of the time. So Pickle is definitely not a very skillful fighter. I would say it's a 20 in technique at the most. I believe that Yuichiro is a pretty smart fighter, as he is a Hanma and the father of Yujiro. It's hard to say how intelligent he is in his fights, but when you manage to deal with the US Army with bare hands, you can't be retarded. So let's say that his battle IQ is high and is about 19. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Pickle is dumb as fuck. He is good at fighting and eating living things, but what about battle IQ? I don't know. While he is capable of learning, Pickle is still mostly primitive, and all of his battle IQ is about punching his enemy and winning, or running away from his enemy when he can't win. So his battle IQ is about 20. So here is my thoughts on Pickle versus Yuichiro. I believe that Yuichiro may be stronger as a fighter overall, but the moment with Doppo and the broken jaw is so stupid and does not let me say that Yuichiro is indeed stronger. So beat me in the comments, Pickle is stronger than Yuichiro. Thank you all for watching, like, comment, subscribe, bye bye.
Me and none of them not travel for any trip. In the seat of corruption, me say many sit. Look like from corruption, them a benefit.